inside the Inares Center in Antipolo. And so far, the NLEX Road Warriors in complete control of the third, leading 79-56.
Well, the duo of Mac Macardona and Asitao Laba really just broke the game wide open.
This happy moment is brought to you by Happy Mobile. Happiness is on hand. Canaleta is so frustrated because the team is ahead. But naturally, he wants to contribute.
Yeah, like he's 1 out of 4 from the free throw line. He has not made a field goal from the outside. And you're talking about a scorer, a shooter.
And that's his role. His primary role is to put points on the scoreboard. He goes 2 for 2.
Couple of new players here, Sandy Salvacion and Nules back in the ball game para sa Blackwater Elite. Too many fouls given up by both teams in this quarter. Actually, in this quarter, NLEX, they had 17 free throws attempted. Blackwater at 8. Blackwater going 50%.
I know Sunday is from around this area. I think Sunday is ano to eh?
Pati dyan, mimitis rin siya. He's such a good free throw shooter. Really has to focus a little bit more. That was good line. Good shot. Still a long way to go. We're only in the third quarter. 2 minutes and 40 seconds.
It's just that NLEX has just taken over here in the third. Canaleta for 3.
Sometimes we hear a lot of the announcers talking about, well, especially abroad when they say you have to shoot yourself out of a slump. But, you know, in that case, I think he wasn't going to make the shot. I don't think he had the confidence. He had to look for a better shot than that. Larry Rodriguez finally getting a free goal for himself with a good cut to the basket.
Number 14, Rico Villanueva.
Alon Rico Villanueva, his first personal.
Bonus free throw from Larry Rodriguez.
Both teams are in the penalty, and Larry Rodriguez with a bonus free throw.
Good free throw shooter too. You know, I worked with him for a couple of years. Nice guy.
Here's Rodriguez guarding Canaleta. Shot clock reads 12. Hermida. Fakes. Blocked by Eram. Nules on the move. Good interference there by Borboran. And then last touch on Nules.
Well, they were running a 2-on-1 break, but they were side by side. There was no space for them to get an easy layup.
Here's our fast break brought to you by Smart Bro, tomorrow's internet.
I thought you were going to sing. Tomorrow. Kala ko tutuloy mo na eh.
Ani? That movie's coming back though. They'll have a remake by next year. Classic 80s movie. Meantime, here's Villanueva, and Steel Timberlake is all alone.
Chris Timberlake.
Still a minute and a half to go in the third quarter.
Eric Campson was
Caught in no man's land.
yeah, because he was just inches away from the half-court line and an over and back violation.
30
He
seconds.
asked for a 30-second timeout. NLEX on top, 81-62. I mean, why is it Blackwater can't seem to generate any momentum here in the third?
Well, they did. They started off with 7-0 run, but then their defense fell apart when Asi decided to take over. Then their misses allowed fast breaks. You know, they were successful somewhere in the second quarter, between the first and the second quarter with their soul. But then they got hurt when Borboran and Villanueva started making those three-point shots. But they did not adjust. They still stuck to the three-point shots. They got hurt. There were 8 three-point shot conversions by NLEX in the first half.
Nebra and Meralco go head-to-head in our second game later today.
We already have a very good crowd here in preparation for that. There's still that magic of Philippine, especially when they're winning. Although they did lose their last game to San Miguel. And they're a good team.
That was
both of them are good teams.
Yeah, that was a well-played game.
Yeah. How many fouls have we had in this quarter? Maybe 20.
So that's why it feels like we've been covering this quarter for the last 45 minutes.
Maybe about 20.
2 free throws for NLEX.
For both teams. 25? 25 fouls. And there were 2 offensive fouls pa. I remember. 2 of them were offensive fouls.
Of course, when I'm working with you, I don't feel the time because it's such a privilege to be working with Dr. J, who has been part of the PBA basically for as long as the PBA has existed.
Yeah, well, that's where I'm very happy. Very proud also.
Jonas Villanueva to Enrico Villanueva. And Villanueva reverse is good.
He's beginning to get his bounce back in his game. That's his second reverse in this ball game.
83-62, still all NLEX here in the third. Under a minute left. Jonas Pamboy is all alone.
Too many turnovers. Alex Nunes has 5 turnovers already in this match. No, he should realize he's playing with the NLEX, with the Blackwater team, and no longer with the Rain or Shine. Their plays are different. Look at NLEX, how tough that defense by Thompson against Larry Rodriguez is. They're not looking at the score either. They just want to win by a big margin, by a small margin. It doesn't really matter.
It doesn't matter because they just want to snap their 3-game losing skid. 1 second to go. And that ends the third period, which was thoroughly dominated by the NLEX Road Warriors, led by the ageless one, Asitao Lava. We'll be back with the fourth and final quarter here in Antipolo. That's the score at the end of the third. NLEX on top.